following program is brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. The views, opinions, statements, outbursts, random thoughts, decisions, and shenanigans expressed are solely those of the hosts and in no way are reflective of those of the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, management, or staff. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Bitches. You are listening to Stones Radio Networks, the home of the Lincoln Potters. Started with trading a bag of weed for a mixing board and a couple of microphones. This is the show that started it all. It started as Stones and the Boys, and through many incantations, we're always Stones and Toy. We had a Knock, a Casual T, a Jay Wuck, a Rebecca Blanton, a Jessica Cameron, Mike E. Winfield, a Carmichael Dave. But still, it always comes back to two guys sitting in a room talking.
Two guys sitting in a garage talking.
And now it's time for Stones and Toy.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Goodbye Sober Day. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Stones and the Toy. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Stones and the Toy.
It is like robot sex in your ears.
Well, surprise, motherfuckers. It is Tuesday morning, and guess what? We're back again.
Surprise, motherfucker.
The most consistent group of people that you will ever come to know. A couple of fellas here in the StonesRadioNetworks.com studios and dog kennel. Where is she? Oh, I guess she's outside. So that's perfect. Well, let me, without further ado, introduce my good friend and the man who saved golf today, the man who brokered a deal between the PGA, the European DP League, and Live Golf have all come together to make a World Golf League. Stones McCoy.
Oh, wow. I did not know I did all that today.
You were a busy guy this morning.
I did all that today?
You did.
Wow, that's impressive.
You did. So
I had no idea.
congratulations to all the golf fans. There is no more separation.
Okay.
Families are not going to have to figure out who's spending which holiday with whom.
Okay.
It's going to one big family once again.
Excellent. Well,
So,
I mean, I'm
there
glad
you
I
go.
can. I'm glad I can contribute to that. I didn't.
I am
know.
too.
I
I
didn't
am
know
too.
that I did all that. But
Well, you're just
good
being
on
humble
me.
at this point.
Good
so
on me.
there you go.
I'm proud of myself.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I realize that we are here in the Stones and Toy studios. You said dog kennel. We have dogs. They just don't like to show up anymore. So.
Well, that's cool. It's nice outside.
But I also realize I got to get a better picture of you because
there's nothing you can do about
that. You're so sexy. You know, we got to make sure that
I'm noticing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to show.
We got to make sure that you're looking good there. So I think that's a good look for the Toy Man. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Stones and Toy Show, most consistently inconsistent show as already explained to you by the Toy Man there, and we are back. Yes, we did miss a Tuesday. Apologize for that. You can blame it on my wife. She's a pain in my ass. And she was having pains not in her ass, but in her stomach.
That is true.
So I ended up having to take her to the emergency room.
Emergency.
So people who have listened to this show know I'm very, very familiar with emergency room trips.
Spent once or two.
And,
You've gone once or twice.
Yeah, and what was funny about this one is I actually went back to the old emergency room that I went with you a whole bunch of times.
Many, many times.
So it brought back memories of the good old days.
And I'm sure they were just as lovely this time as they were all of those other times.
I heard more about, beer's not good for you and stuff
beer's
like that.
Beer's not good for you.
So
beer's not good for you.
That's what they tell you when you go to Folsom.
That is what they tell you.
Okay.
They're not fans of beer.
But at any rate,
the Folsom area, which is odd, but they're not.
We came back today because we want to be slightly more consistent.
We do. We're trying. We
You know,
really are. You got to give us an A for effort.
A
We're
for
like,
effort.
What, 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 4 or something?
4 out of 5, I think.
That's pretty good.
That's
We're
not-
like the what's that, Dentine?
Yes.
Yeah, 4
Yeah,
out of
4
5.
out of
Dennis
5, Dennis recommend us.
That's there you
know.
go.
Or Oral B, I believe.
I think
is
they're a
another
4 out of
one.
5 group
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
So hey man,
Maybe a 3 out of
80%'s
4.
good.
I don't know, but
We're B students.
I'll take 4 out of 5.
Absolutely.
I will take 4 out of 5. So at any
If
rate,
that's a batting average,
we
though,
are-
dude.
dude, if it's a batting average, I
We're
mean,
hitting 800,
sign me up.
Oh yeah.
If
Better
it's
than
my
Shohei at that point.
if it's my free throw percentage, I
Shohei.
mean, I'll take it.
Shohei.
Shohei. Dude, it's back there.
Otani. I know his
Okay.
last name. I was throwing out his first name. That
You
was the
can't
problem.
You can't remember Shohei, the show.
I got that part.
I mean,
I got that part right.
Yeah, you did, but you couldn't finish.
Well, see, because the problem was
that's a problem with you at all times.
No, I can't generally get started. either, so anyway.
anymore.
The
finish by myself.
no, the problem was I went with my
Yeah,
German
2000,
with my German roots and my German heritage, and I looked
Yeah.
at the EI, and in German that you pronounce the second vowel when there's 2 vowels together, so it would be show high.
Don't listen.
Not like in
They've been
English where it's
persecuted enough.
EIGHT,
They've-
like 8, it would be A.
Shohei has been persecuted enough. He doesn't need the high added to his name. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. All right.
Fair enough.
PC. We do a PC show here. Everything is on above board.
Hi.
And high. We get rid of the high for Shohei.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So what the fuck? Where were you going? Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know.
I have no idea. So we're back.
I was talking about how we got a great batting average.
my wife is alive. She's doing fine.
Fine, just
we
fine.
have some issues we got to follow up with and take care of, but other than that, we'll be fine.
Yep.
But today is a very, very special day. It's a national holiday, actually. If you did not know, everybody pull up your calendar right now. June 6th, a national holiday.
It should be a world holiday, but
Yeah,
I
but
will give you national.
It's national holiday,
I will
world
give you
holiday. We're not there yet. Do you know what the national holiday is?
I
today?
do because
You do?
I am in the know of the, and I'm part of the great calendar event planning
Yes,
committee.
yes, you are.
You know?
Yes, you are. So would
know,
you like to tell the folks? Please tell the
today,
folks. Yes.
6/6.
Mm-hmm. Not the mark of the beast.
Well, I was going to say in year 6. So
That would be
yes,
the mark of the beast.
Year 6, June 6th. The radio legend,
Yes.
our great friend, mentor, my hero,
Yeah.
my idol,
Yes. You fanboy out still.
still his whipping boy.
Yep.
It's Radio Phantom's
The
birthday.
great Phantom's birthday.
It is his birthday.
Welcome to birthday royalty, Mr. Phantom.
Indeed, he is 2017 years old today.
Congratulations on making it this far. We expect 2017 more.
Yes, indeed,
So,
we do.
Don't be screwing around with us. But
Nope.
happy birthday, big man. We're thinking about you today. I know you're going to be enjoying your day off.
Indeed.
And since I won't be around to see you, happy birthday.
Well, to allow Mr. Phantom to enjoy his birthday, the
Yeah.
Potters decided, you know what? We're going to go on the road
We're gonna
today.
go on the
We're going
road,
to let
yeah.
him hang out with the fam,
Yep.
have maybe a nice meal, maybe a nice little time at the park. Maybe a nice little time at the park with Lola,
Yeah.
So, he'd let him enjoy his day.
Mm-hmm.
So they decided to go on the road, and
I'm heading with him.
and you said, you know what, Potters, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah.
And you know what? I like going on the road. I'm a road guy.
I'm a road warrior, baby.
I'm a road guy. I'm a baseball fan. I'm
Yep.
always a 100% pottering up. So
Dude, PTFU.
that's
all
right. So you and the sidekick are gonna go on the road.
Yep.
Gonna go call a little baseball today.
Engineer extraordinaire Riley Duncan will be on the buttons, the 1s and 2s. I'll be on the play-by-play tonight, and really looking forward to it. Actually, it's funny you bring that up. It hit me last night. Oddly enough, getting prepared for the first road game, I had to bring a bunch of equipment back, right?
Right.
So, our last game on Sunday, I'm packing up, getting everything done, doing my checklist. I got everything that I need for the road because I don't want to come back here. And I get home, and I got my son going through the ins and outs, the check-ins, setting all the equipment up. realized I don't have my power supply for my laptop. I left it at the park.
Oops.
So after all of going through, I don't want to leave anything behind. I have to drive back out there to get the power supply.
Right.
So on the drive out there,
For a plug, that's the worst part.
yeah, it irked me. But I'm glad I took the drive. So I drive out there. The stadium's open. There's Little League going on in the Bean at the time, so I don't even have to unlock anything. Walk in.
Probably not any beer this time though.
No
It's
beer. No beer.
Just Bean and baseball this time.
Bunch of 10 to 12-year-olds. So,
Right, that's
yeah.
what I was thinking.
No,
Not a lot of
lots
beer
of
at
grape
that
juice, but no wine, if you will. So I walk in, I grab my power supply, out, driving home, and I'm stressing. And as you know me, and some people that
It's
listen
the first
know,
road trip of the season.
I
trying
get
to,
stressed
trying to figure
out.
out where you're going, what
Yeah.
you're doing, how the setup's going to go. I understand.
100%. So it's not like I'm worried. I'm just stressing because it's a new venture,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that we have yet to do. So we're gonna go out and try to make this happen. Well, I'm driving home, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks.
Bam.
Tomorrow, which is today, I will, for the first time in my career, be officially being paid to call a play-by-play baseball game, which is not work for me. That's not work for me.
No, but you're getting paid for it.
And I'm getting paid for it, and it's what I want to do.
That is exactly what you
So
want to do.
it hit me like, dude, chill out, stop stressing. I don't know what you're worried about. This is what you've wanted to do since you
That's what it's
started
all
the
been-
network.
That's what it's all been about.
You know what I mean?
Trying to get to this point.
This is what it's been, all about. And it just hit me like, dude, you're here. It's time.
It is.
Now it's time. And I just kind of focused in on that, and I'm excited for tonight.
As well you should be, man.
As opposed to the nervous excitement that I had going into that. I'm just excited.
Yeah. Now
Because
you
I
got something
finally
to
get
look
to
forward
do. Yeah, I finally get to do what I set out to do 10 years ago when you and I, grabbed a board and started doing this kind of
Right.
stuff. I was telling you back then when we first met, what would be my dream job? Obviously, playing for the Giants would have been my dream job, but that's gone.
Yeah.
But
Well,
broadcasting
I don't
is.
know. You still got a few years of
I got
eligibility in
eligibility
college.
left. I do have
you get
eligibility.
yourself drafted.
But,
it can still happen.
But the one thing that's not out of reach for me is broadcasting.
Absolutely.
And potentially broadcasting for a team that I love, like the Giants. And
Yep.
so, to be doing this today, to be going on the road, a huge thank you, shout out to Lincoln Potters
For sure.
for making that happen, and a huge shout out to my partner in crime with the Phantom, saying, dude, I'll give you any information I can give you. I can help you out in any way, shape, or form. I want to see you succeed out here doing this. And
Absolutely.
it's just a great feeling to have all that now and know that it's go time.
It is go time,
It's go
man.
time.
I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
beyond happy for you because I know this is really what it's been all about. And just not to be an advertising dude, but, I mean, to look at where we talked about this yesterday, to just look at like where things have gone in the last several years with the Potters and how that is all developed. Every year it gets better.
Yeah.
Every year there's a new component. Last year we had the static cameras, but you added the scoreboard,
Yeah.
and the player positions on there. And then now you've got motion cameras, 4K, and then when you put a static camera up from last year, just to have it there as kind of a backup, and you clicked it on it.
It was like,
whoa.
whoa.
And the leaps and bounds that go every single year. And now, like I told you, watching the first couple of games because I haven't been able to come out yet.
Yeah, you've been busy too.
And just based on work schedules and Potter schedules and the like, there's not a lot of opportunity for me to come out there
No,
this
I
year,
know.
unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. So but just watching it, on my phone, I was, I told you, if I was watching it on a TV, I would think this is just a regular local broadcast.
Right.
Like
That's so awesome
you've
to
got
hear because
you've got the center field camera now. You've got the motion camera behind the plate, which is now another surprise coming. In the future. But
yes, we'll pull the. You know what? Real quick, I like you. You kind of set me up for it.
So I mean, you've. And now, not just with the scoreboard and the dudes on bases, but now you've got like the players' names on who's pitching against which guys up.
Yeah.
And you've got the commercials kind of just rolling in the corners, and then in between. The thing that freaked me out the other day, just because commercials, like, where'd they go? Like, what's going on here? And you're like, yeah, that's how it is. And I was like, okay. And we didn't get a chance to talk until afterwards. And you're like, yeah, I decided, we had talked, and there's a lot that goes on in between the innings, and I wanted to be able to show that. And I have the opportunity to. Yeah. So, hey, let's make the best of both worlds. We'll run our comms. We'll show the people the stuff that goes on in between, because especially out at that park, they
do something every half inning.
I was going to say that the Potters, it's not just a baseball game.
No,
yes,
it's an experience.
It totally is an experience. I mean, yes, that is the focus, is that it is a baseball game, absolutely, and it counts for stuff, and these things matter, and these are what kids that are going to potentially be drafted into the major leagues in the next generation.
Yes, sir.
Like, that's all 100% legit, and on its own, standalone, that's rad. But then you go, and then you've got, in between the innings, you've got the mascots chasing around, racing with the 3-year-olds around the base paths. You've got axe throwing. You've got these guys that come out in full armor from from back in the day,
which are coming out here in a couple of weeks too,
with real swords and beat on each other for a while.
And if you're at home, you want to see that stuff.
Exactly. So there's a lot of things that go on there, and you're like, dude, we're enjoying this. Why shouldn't everybody else? So
absolutely.
So you made a way for that to happen, and it was like, oh, dude, that's brilliant.
It just made sense, and then once you start using it, you're like, oh yeah. Man, I me, I watch a lot of sports, and I not only do I watch sports, but I kind of critique the way the broadcast goes. It's not just the play-by-play person or whatever. It's the camera angles. It's when you go into these shots, when you're not going to these shots, that type of thing.
Yeah, things you want to see.
Exactly. And I know that I don't have the ability currently to, have 5 camera operators out at every baseball game giving me all the shots that I want.
Right.
However, I'm trying to utilize what they're doing, break it down to a smaller level in which one person can control, which is what we're doing right now, and being able to operate as close to what their broadcasts are. And those people, we're talking about camera operators that get paid, $500 a game to go out there and run the camera, right? Well, I mean, I'm not ESPN.
Right.
I don't have that disposable income yet.
Right.
However, if I can find a way to get close to it, right, and operate it just with a 1-man or a 2-man crew, I mean, that's how we make the steps every year to get a little bit better.
And that's how you've done that, and then it even just as, for our silly show.
Yeah.
This
is perfect though, right?
I know, but this is amazing. But again, when we started as 2 guys sitting in a garage talking, it was literally a board and a Scarlett and a couple of microphones with headphones, not this, and then we got
carpet for walls,
but then we got the brilliant idea from our good friends Conrad in Mexico to go on Periscope. So we started doing that, and that was just a phone sitting on it was like an iPhone 4.
Yeah, and it didn't even go anywhere.
And it didn't go anywhere. And then it was like, oh, well, now we can put this stuff on YouTube after we're done with it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. And then that happened. And then, so then it was like the built-in monitor cameras, that we were using. And then it was, okay, well, let me pick up a little desktop camera for what we're doing. And now, again, I was laughing when I was doing my guitar lessons. It was, my idea is normally I just I have a little box that I can lean my phone against on the table and hit record and, play what I'm trying to play. And then
I thought I had our original camera. I still have it. It's not in my drawer, but I still have it. It's a Logitech 920. That's geeking out, but I promise you cannot go online and find one.
Yeah, it's old school.
Okay, it doesn't exist anymore. I believe it was 320 resolution.
Okay.
So that's like
less than the 480.
Less than your computer's camera and your laptop's camera.
Right.
But I still have it. It's somewhere around here, dude.
Yeah.
I kept that shit.
But and then it was like, you were like, well, why don't we just do it over here? Because I got the camera and I got, we can zoom in, we can do real microphone and real audio where you can plug into the board and all that stuff. And it was just like, oh yeah, okay. And then it was like, okay, now I just sat down with like a fucking professional recording studio to do, one-off guitar lesson type things.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, wait a second, like this was supposed to. We were just sitting on the
just
couch. We're sitting on a
garage.
Goodwill couch in the garage.
Yeah.
You know, just talking about whatever.
Mess.
And
Talking mess. We talk some serious mess.
Seriously, a lot of beer involved and a
Yes.
lot of mess.
Yes.
And you know, the leaps and bounds. So now I'm sitting here and I don't like that view. I'm gonna show everybody my hat collection.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm gonna do whatever.
I just want to. I
Hey.
want to get as close to the toy as I can. See.
I do need a shave and a haircut. That'll be later today. Don't worry, I'll clean up. You know,
It's all right, ladies.
So-
He's still looking sharp. Okay.
doing my best.
Still looking
I'm
sharp.
a sharp dressed man. I got my nice blue sweatshirt on.
Yeah. Cowboy,
I got a regular t-shirt on.
Cowboy blue.
Of course,
Cool.
but then I got just.
It's
a
bullshit. Oh, it's bullshit. Hey, I got to tell you
I
something
got
real
just a
quick.
regular t-shirt
So
today.
the other last weekend, actually no, it was last Tuesday because that's when we were supposed to do our show and we couldn't do our show because I
Right.
ended up taking my wife. So
Right.
this happened on Tuesday. This is hilarious.
How good times.
We love Folsom. Okay, I have nothing against Folsom. Let me just start by saying I think Folsom is a beautiful town.
I do
Got a
too.
lot
I
of
used to
cool
live
things
there.
going
I'm
on
a fan
there.
of it.
The
you know?
lake is the lake's nice. You
Very
know,
nice.
you got the state penitentiary right there. It was also dope.
Johnny
you know?
Cash Trail.
Johnny Cash Trail. So there's a lot of good things that happen in Folsom. But I had to take my wife to the ER, and the way that whole thing worked out, she called the doctor. The doctor said, "No effing way, just go to the emergency room."
She said no
So-
more monkeys jumping on the
On
bed.
the bed, and that, I was currently jumping, so I stopped. So we get in the car and we take off, right? And my wife, and you probably know this, she does smoke.
Yes, she does.
Okay, she's trying to quit. It's not, but that's not neither here nor there. She is very, very, very adamant about having a water bottle in her vehicle that she puts her cigarette butts
Yes,
out
she
in.
is.
She will not. I repeat, will not flick her cigarette butt out of a window.
Nope, she's very good like
And
that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
and it's
she's
got
very
me
good
into
like
the
that.
habit of doing the same thing.
That's true.
So I mean it's a good thing for us dirty smokers.
That's correct.
At any rate, we're driving to the hospital. We're in Folsom, right about the dam area. Okay? That dam area. And this 4Runner pulls up alongside of us with Michigan plates, rolls down her window, and screams at us the following: "Why don't you keep your fucking shit in your car?" And rolls up her window, and then proceeds to like haul ass so we don't, catch her or
Right.
whatever. And I looked at my wife and, what was that? Like, what did I? And she goes, "I just ashed out the window." Ashed.
You can't deal with.
So I
Ash.
ashed out the window, and she's like, and the lady saw me. I caught her eye to eye in the rear view mirror. I ashed my cigarette out the window, and she comes up and screams. And so, without missing a beat, okay, I say, "Why don't you go home and get yourself a tall glass of that Flint water?" Okay.
That was good.
And my wife, I've never seen her so pissed at me ever. Okay, because you got to remember the situation. We're on the way
She
to the
doesn't feel
hospital.
good. I know.
She doesn't feel good.
That's just
Things
funny,
aren't
though.
going. Oh, dude, I thought it was on point.
That shit was funny.
Okay, I thought I nailed that,
That was
one,
good.
right?
That was good.
And she's just like over there shaking her head, going, and she's like, "Stop, don't be like." I'm like, "But baby, what happened here? We didn't do anything.
No.
We get yelled at by some lady in Sequoia, Tacoma, whatever it is, with Michigan plates on it. I gotta say something."
Absolutely.
And the first thing that came to mind was,
Detroit, Rock City.
why don't you
Flint,
get some of
Michigan,
that
baby.
brown water and
That's
drink that up,
right.
okay? And keep that in your car,
Yeah.
bitch.
See, now that was good. I like that. See, I had what I thought was a witty retort, but upon further review, probably not so
Okay,
much. But
okay.
many years ago, I was walking out of a Target. No, I was walking into Target. Excuse me. Yeah, so I was smoking.
So you made it in. You
I
didn't
was
hit
no,
the
no,
target.
I made it in. I
Avoided
bullseye,
the target.
baby,
Okay, all right.
bullseye.
All right.
So, but I was walking through the parking lot towards the Target,
Mhm.
and I was smoking, and I was about to put it out, and actually, I was going to throw it in the garbage can when I got
Like
up
we
there.
normally do.
Like
I
we
mean,
normally do.
yeah.
Like I'm not trying to litter. You know, I understand that I have a dirty, filthy habit, and I'm going to try and minimize my impact on
And let's
everybody
just
with it.
everybody out there. We are being very sincere about this. Yes, we do have dirty habits of smoking, but I mean, I would say 95% of the time, I will recover that cigarette butt and put it in a proper receptacle. Like I said, the water bottle, a garbage can, into my bag till I get to another location to throw them away. I don't just flick shit out the window.
No.
Okay?
So a lady looks at me and goes, "You know that'll kill you." And I said,
"Yeah."
And I said, "Yeah, well, so will approaching strangers in parking lots."
That's a good one. That's a good one. And you couldn't be more right nowadays.
Right.
Okay. Now, when did this happen? Several years ago?
Several years ago.
So this was before everybody was freaked out about approaching strangers anywhere.
Right. But
now,
I was just like, don't fucking step at me. You could have caught the wrong Marine.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
that's what I thought was funny about the drive-by yelling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She rolled her window down. She looked over. She didn't make eye contact. She screamed her little thing. The window
then
immediately went
bounced.
up. And then she tried to take, let's just be real. So I'm taking my wife to the hospital. She's kind of not really totally paying attention.
Right.
I was chasing this chick up
No,
until I had
got
to make a turn.
Yeah,
because
I know exactly where you were too.
I was
I could picture it.
I
know
was
exactly where
all
you are.
about to give her the business.
Yep.
We had pulled up to a stoplight, and she was 3 cars ahead of me. And I'm like, dude, there's a minute. I got a minute.
I can make this.
I could get out of my vehicle right now and just tell her exactly what I think about Michigan and her and where she belongs.
Exactly.
Didn't get to that point, and
that's funny that happens. I'm glad you brought this up because this was something that I had been thinking about for the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And this is, and I know how you feel about it. I'd like to see what people have to say, but it's not like anybody's ever going to call us on the Stones Radio Network's hotline at 916-367-4774. Or send us an email at stonesradio@yahoo.com. But when I go to the grocery store, I take a cart.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I get the smaller one because I'm just generally there for a few items, but
it's
whatever.
Or you and 2 boys, so it's not a big cart
for a couple
load.
of days,
Yes.
right? But whatever. I grab a cart, we do my shopping, go out, I unload the groceries from the cart, and then I take the cart generally all the way back up to the front, like to the main carousel.
Okay. All right.
Unless there's like a whole shit ton of carts at the cart carrier, then it's like right there. Because I know from our days,
yes,
I don't want to leave just one cart out there because that's a pain in the ass for somebody to have to go get.
It's the biggest pain in the ass.
Right. So
it's not just for the cart guy. It literally is a trickle down effect.
It is because anybody that has anything to do with the carts.
Yep.
has to go get that one. So I'm not going to just be that one. So I'll generally take it all the way back up to the front. Or, again, if there's a substantial amount or a fair number that somebody's going to come get,
then I'll put it there with them.
I'll throw it there with them. The thing that drives me insane is not even the people. I mean, yes, the people that just leave them in the curb and in the dirt.
Put it up on the curb.
But the ones that put it next to either the cart carousel or that put it right on the corner of the brick, right on the other side.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't take two
more
steps and push it in. Like
this is one of the reasons why I think you need TikTok.
I need therapy.
No, but because on TikTok there is a couple.
I literally want to murder people.
Well, there's a couple of guys that, and I don't exactly know their names, and I'm not looking them up because I don't really give a shit that much. But they are they're TikTokers who police grocery store parking lots for cart people who do this kind of stuff, right? And they give out little citations, and they get them on video, and these people are nasty.
Oh, I'm sure.
At these guys, and and they're very polite and trying to stay, cool and collected and everything. These people are nasty.
Oh, I'm sure.
But the reason why I say you need TikTok, you got to watch these because they're getting smart. So there's one instance that I can recall that they go to this lady who literally is in a faraway parking spot, okay? There's a cart corral behind her, and then there's like 5 empty spots to either side of her.
Right.
She unloads her stuff, and she takes it over to the very first open parking spot, and leaves it. And goes back to get in her car. So these guys come out and they're like busting her, right? And she's cussing them out. Fuck you, leave me alone. And so they take carts and they start putting it behind her car.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're ducking down so they can't see. And then she goes to put it in reverse, and then the reverse lights tell her, oh, there's this obstruction. So she gets out. You know, she moves the cart. The guy sneaks around, grabs another cart, slides
Puts
it
it behind
behind her.
her.
They just fuck with these people. But the point is that it's one of the greatest bits I think I've ever seen, because we all, for the most part, feel the same way about these people. Like, it doesn't take much to go an extra 5 feet to put it in the corral.
No.
Okay? Everybody doesn't need to be you. I appreciate what you do, but
Right,
everybody
but-
doesn't need to be
And
you.
I'm not even asking
if they
anybody
put
to
it
do
in a corral after you're done, cool beans, we're good to go.
Right. Now, I'm saying just because of our experience with it, like,
experiences, yeah.
I go a little extra on it. Like, and I get that. I'm not saying that you need to be me, but put it someplace where it's designed to go. That's it.
all. That's all.
it.
It's a very simple thing to do. It's not hard.
Because the trickle-down effect from there is not only just the guys and gals that have to go collect the carts and then do shit with the carts, like put ads on them or whatever. It takes up parking places.
Oh, dude.
Like, they can catch a little wind drift and crash into somebody's car. Like, dude, like, why? Are you that fucking important? No, you're not.
Well, but that's the world we live in now, bro, because everybody is that fucking important.
Okay, here's our new t-shirt.
You know it, right?
Here's our new t-shirt.
You know I'm
line.
right.
I know, but here's our new t-shirt
All right,
line. It
what's
says,
that?
"You're not that fucking important."
I like it. Let's do it. We could probably sell out pretty quickly.
That's what I'm
on that one.
hoping for.
Yeah, and it's just the way. I mean, this literally harkens back to the lady that yelled at us going to the hospital. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
stay in your own lane and do the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay, those are two things that I think anybody and everybody out there can do. Okay, do the right thing and stay in your own lane.
Yeah.
So, for instance, the lady driving by yelling at us, stay in your own lane. Okay, you have no idea what's going on. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's no reason for you to interject yourself into two complete strangers on the road in a totally different vehicle than you.
Yeah.
Like, that's just stay in your own lane.
Stay in your world.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And the better part is your window is already up, so it's like there's a distinct barrier between all of us.
I mean,
So,
but people can't do that nowadays.
no, everybody's
it-
got something to say.
And what's weird about it is
You got to get yourself a podcast.
you do need to get a podcast. Here's the weird
Then
thing
you can
about
sit
it.
here and you can rail about whatever you want to.
Well, but that's the thing is that
Like dumb bitches from Michigan that should drink some brown water.
the
motherfuckers.
the generation before us and the generation that's following us, okay, they are simpatico, okay? They are tight together. For whatever effed up reason, I don't know, okay? But we are the generation that's literally the opposite of both the one that preceded us and the one that's following us.
Yeah.
Like, so opposite, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Because I will talk to more 35 to 45-year-old, 50-year-olds, okay? That's all in our group, right? Who literally have the same feelings about what we're talking about.
Right.
Okay? And the only correlation there is the way we were raised.
Yeah.
Okay? That's it.
Yep.
Okay? But yet this young generation and
Our parents.
our parents, it's the younger ones are entitled because they see entitlement as something easy for them to go get.
Right.
The older generation sees entitlement as I'm older.
I earned it.
Okay, so now I get it.
Yep.
And then we're stuck in the middle of nobody's entitled to shit.
Yeah.
Okay? And so in the next 15 years when it's all of us running everything, that's how I see this going. Okay?
God, I hope so.
That's
But
how I see it all going.
I hope so, but then there's going to be a revolt.
But there's always going to be a revolt.
Well, I know, but I mean, we're going to be in charge going, you ain't entitled to shit. And
Yeah.
everybody's going to be like, oh, yeah, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I'm not saying it's positive, it's good, and it's going to happen.
I know.
I'm just saying that's where we are right now. That's why the incidents at the grocery store happen so frequently, on the road so frequently.
Yeah.
You know, just even in passing and, at a baseball game or something, if somebody hears something that doesn't set right with them, even if they hear it in passing, the idea of interjecting your own opinion,
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer now.
Exactly.
And that's the wrong way of going about it.
It absolutely is.
You know?
And that is one thing that was nice about the pre-social media
Yeah.
kind of mindset of, like our generation, we were the last ones that, were kicked out of the house and
Yeah.
come back when it's dark.
Exactly. Yeah.
And nobody knows how to get a hold of anybody and anywhere at any time. But yeah, we managed to always have people to hang out with and places to go and things to do. It was amazing how that worked out somehow. But we knew that we were doing our thing.
Yep.
And those people were doing their thing. And whatever I think about what they're doing, I'm going to stay over here and do my thing.
Exactly.
Because I don't want their thoughts to come to about what I'm doing.
Exactly.
So why don't you guys do what you're doing? We're going to do what we're doing.
I don't need
and
cross-contamination.
It's all good.
Yes. We're not cross-contaminating our lives here, okay?
Exactly. And
if you got that going on, good for you, but that's not what I'm going to have going on.
Yeah.
And it's all good.
Word.
And nobody
Enjoy
cares.
yourself over there. I'm going to be over here.
Not the case anymore.
No, God,
That's
no.
not how that shit works.
Yeah,
anymore.
no, you should be doing it this way.
Fuck off.
Exactly. No, you fuck off.
Oh, okay.
No, fuck you.
So we're not getting anywhere, right?
We're going to
We're
get
stuck
into a
in a
negative feedback
bitter
loop
loop.
every time.
Every
single
fucking
time.
All right, well, that was my Flint. Something that dawned on me yesterday. I realized why I'm not a good rapper. You want to know why? You want to take a guess as to why I'm not a good rapper? And
Because you don't have
it has nothing to
flow.
do. It has nothing to do with my skin color.
You have no
Okay.
flow.
No, I got flow. That's the thing. I got flow.
I'm trying to think. You got no.
I'm
you got
pretty
no
good
words.
I'm pretty good with my words. Okay.
You got no beats.
I have rhythm. I mean, I was a dancer. I mean,
Right.
I got
I
rhythm.
wasn't going there. I was going to say
So-
you don't got beats available.
No, it's because I'm
You
not.
don't have a Puff Daddy in your corner.
I'm not a full-time gamer nerd. Yeah, that brought you to a screeching halt. Check this out, okay?
Hold on. That's one of those things that
Yes.
when your brain has to reset
Yes.
for a second.
Check this out.
Rap
Check this out.
and gaming.
I am not the reason I realize the reason why I'm not and will never be a successful rapper is that I'm not a full-time gamer nerd. I'm not a full-time guy sitting around playing NBA 2K and Madden and Call of Duty and all this stuff. Because if you're watching commercials recently, which you don't, but there's other people out there that do, all of these new platforms for video gaming and stuff, they're all being pitched by rappers, okay?
Well, because rappers play video games.
And that's why I'm not.
I get that.
That's why I'm not a good rapper, because I don't play any video games at all.
Okay. So you're
At
thinking.
all.
So you're thinking if you're playing video games, then you're going to learn how to rap.
Yes, I think that's where
You
this
think
all
that's how
comes.
that goes?
Why do you think there's so many white kids now that are rapping? Okay. Why do you think? Because they are all gamers. They're playing games. And when you're playing games and you're live and you're talking to other people and they're cutting you down and you're cutting them down and you're hearing all this stuff, now all of a sudden all these nonsensical words are in your brain all the time.
Right.
And so all you got to do is grab that pen and piece of paper, write them fuckers down, and you become Lil Wayne. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I think there's so many white rappers now because, like everything else, we're trying to steal it from the black man. I think that I'm unfortunately going to have to go this way with it because I've got kids that are gamers,
Yeah.
but they can't rap.
As far as you know right now. As
They
far
can't
as
rap.
you know right now.
I'll tell you right now.
Okay,
they can't rap.
as far as you know right now. Now that I've said this,
And
and
the
I've put
funny
this
thing
out
is
there,
they listen to rap, but they can't rap.
okay, and that's I'm telling you. And what's gonna happen is now that it's out there, now that they're gonna find out that gaming is a direct correlation to how well you can rap. Okay, and then they're gonna start exploring it, and I bet you anything, one of those two kids is gonna find their flow because gaming is where if you want to be a rapper, you've got to be a street baller on NBA 2K, on Madden, on Call of Duty, and all these. You got to be a straight beast, okay? And all of these people that are pumping these games and these consoles and all, they're all fucking rappers. So it's obvious. I mean, if you can't see it, I'm sorry, but it's obvious. If you don't play video games at least 12 hours a day with your boys sitting around smoking your beer, okay?
Okay.
Then you'll never be a good rapper.
Well, okay. Then I'm just trying to put it back in our day. Okay?
But we didn't play
No, hold
live
on.
anything.
Hold on. We didn't play live anything, but I'm going to go with, but we had video games with soundtracks.
We did. We did.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I guess maybe it is the video games.
I'm telling you, see, you're talking yourself into it because now that I've broken it. Because what I did is I broke it down as simple as possible.
Well, no, I still think Whitey's trying to steal it.
It's on. Well, Whitey's always trying to steal everything.
That's what I'm saying. I still think that's what's happening. So, kill the white man.
I mean, I don't.
All I gotta say about that.
Literally don't want to go down this road, but there was a white gentleman on a talk show the other day.
Dr. Phil,
who said something that my jaw hit the ground, and he said something to the I'm not even going to say the whole thing, something to the effect of, well, that's our word. We gave it to them, so we should be able to say it.
Yes, we talked about
and
that.
I said, fucking shut up, dude. I don't know who you are. Just shut up.
Don't
shut up
go
and go
down that
away.
road.
Go away.
Yes, go away.
Okay?
We don't need to hear anything else that you ever have to say.
Ever again.
Nope.
So, no, I mean, but I'm telling you, there is a direct correlation. I bet you anything, if we interviewed Eminem right now and asked him how many hours a day does he play video games, he's going to tell us at least 5.
Okay, then let me ask you this.
Okay, and that's how you break the ground. Okay? Because you come on, think about it.
Was Eminem playing video games when he was in 8 Mile, though?
Well, no, because he was broke.
That's what I'm saying. So
He was
how did he
broke.
learn how to rap when he was broke?
So all of the hardship and all that shit, he wrote all that stuff down. Once he started playing video games, he was able to put it all together in a flow. And then it's Eminem.
Did he go over to somebody else's
My
trailer
name
and do
is-
that shit? Because I
my
never saw the
name
movie.
is- my
So
name
did he
is-
go over to somebody else's trailer
yeah,
and
because,
play some games or
yeah,
something? Like
because-
The Last Starfighter?
Yeah, because
That was a great movie.
you got to
by the way.
remember it.
1986.
You
great
got to
film.
remember his boy. He
Maybe it was
didn't live in
85.
8 Mile. He lived over in across the tracks in
Didn't
an
see the
apartment.
movie. Didn't see
And
the
so
movie.
yeah, he probably played over there. He didn't play in the trailer. Because if I remember correctly, there was a TV that was about this big in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
So
I remember playing fucking Pong and
I do
shit
too.
on that
I
big
do
ass
too.
white TV that was round and it doesn't screen like that big. I remember that shit.
it stood about this tall.
Yeah, it was fucking.
And it
No,
was-
we had the portable one. It was
you had the
only
portable
like this
one?
big.
Okay. Yeah.
You
No,
know.
ours was about this tall. Stood on the ground by itself. You couldn't move it if you wanted to, but the screen was only like this big.
Yeah.
But the fucking cabinet
Yeah, it
was
was
like
giant.
this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
You could absolutely kill people with that cabinet.
If you could pick it up.
You take 8 guys, but you could
Yeah.
do it, dude.
Exactly.
You could do it.
But yeah. So
Well, okay, fine.
I
In your
can see that.
opinion, then why aren't you a good rapper?
Because I don't think that fast.
So
I think that's the problem.
it's a speed of your mind problem.
I think so. I think because I didn't play a lot of video games either, and the games that I did play are like Madden and stuff, and so you got time to think about stuff in between.
Are you
so-
thinking on a daily basis?
No.
Are you thinking about at all of
Ever.
anything? Are you thinking on a daily basis? I can't wait to get home and play some Madden.
No.
Okay, so you're never going to be a rapper.
No.
That's my whole point.
No.
That's my whole point.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why
I
you
get
suck
that.
at rapping.
That's true.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
Because you don't.
That's fair
we
enough. I see
don't-
the correlation.
It's
I
dude.
see the correlation.
It's one that's so obvious that I don't understand why more people haven't picked up on this already.
That
It is as obvious as day.
That is true.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
When you got friggin' like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, some of the white rappers that I don't know their names
So
other than
is-
Eminem, they're all out.
Snow.
They're all no.
Informer.
he's dead.
Down. I lick it, boom, boom, down.
Actually, I heard that song the other day on 90s Night at the Potters.
Word. Well, that's Snow.
Snow.
That was his name.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Informer. What a horrible song.
Informer.
What a horrible song.
He was a super fast rapper, though.
Yes, he was. He was the Micro Machines guy.
Basically.
Remember the Micro Machines
Oh,
guy?
yeah. That guy
Oh,
was rad.
God.
That guy was rad. Remember having Micro Machines?
Oh,
You ever have
absolutely.
Micro Machines were
I had
dope.
so many that I lost them because they were Micro
They were
Machines.
Micro Machines.
I couldn't find them.
No, they're very
I'd lose them
micro.
in the grass.
I can understand why.
And they're
They're
just
micro.
gone.
Yeah,
Just
they're
gone.
Micro Machines.
When I was a kid, though, I'd lose a couple in the grass, and then I would have these thoughts that the ants or the bugs
Would drive around in them.
would take them and drive around. And
Like
I
the
always thought
President's
that
song.
happened. I swear to God, I always, as a kid,
Dune buggy.
I'd lose one and be like, "That's all right. The bugs will cruise around."
Yeah, hell yeah, that's dope. Oh, I love things that we thought of as kids.
I'm
I had a
stupid,
pair of Nikes when I was a kid that were my favorite shoes when I was like 4 or 5, and I wanted more of them. And I figured if I just buried them in the backyard and watered them, I'd grow a Nike
How'd that work
tree.
out?
Yeah, I think they're probably rotted in the ground at this point over there, unless somebody found them and did something with them. But
It would have been funny if somebody planted a rubber tree right over those shoes, right? And just really just go with that the whole. Look at your shoes. They produced a rubber tree.
well, that's not quite right. I needed a Nike tree.
Well, that's how they start, son.
Okay, well,
We gotta
develop
start
that
with the
shit.
rubber
Gotta
now.
Develop that shit.
The
Turn
next
that- turn
next tree you got to plant is a nylon tree.
that- exactly. Nylon tree coming right up.
And a pigment tree for all the colors of your Nikes.
They were blue.
Were they
Yeah, they were blue and white.
dark blue?
Yeah.
Fucking
It's been a lifetime of love for the Cowboys, my friend.
fucking Danny White.
Just how it goes.
Danny
Papa.
White.
Papa.
Papa White.
Papa White.
That's so bad. But I know it's true. I know.
Why wouldn't it
I
be?
know in my heart
I
that
know
it's
you do.
true.
I know you do.
Okay,
That's
you
why
don't wanna
I'm just-
believe it,
No, I don't.
and
that's why I'm
that's
just going
fine.
to leave it in there. and
That's
just-
fine.
I'm just going to lean into it. And
I
just
think
say,
you're.
sure.
I think you might actually be a white. Not a toy. I think you're a white.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, I am.
Punk. Oh my god! All right, we've gotten to absolutely zero on my notes today, and I don't
Yeah.
really give a shit, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I am.
I do want to say this one thing. I had this on last week. Or 2 weeks ago. We didn't get a chance to talk about it.
I was there last week too, but we didn't talk about it either.
It was there. It didn't get written any earlier.
There's probably a few others back there from like, I don't know, 2014.
Right? Yeah, kids in bandanas.
I still want to know what happened with them.
They were just wearing it, just try to look cool, and then
They're a gang.
they were affiliated with a gang, and then a couple of them got shot. So that was the whole thing. But that was like 3 years ago.
Oh no, that was way longer.
Was it
than
longer
that.
than 3
Oh,
years
God,
ago?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
like 9 years ago.
Okay, well, I mean, I remember that much about the story.
Well, perfect.
Maybe we should follow up and where are those kids now?
Where are they now?
Yeah.
Yes. The
No,
kids in
I'll let
bandanas.
you do the legwork on that.
I'll see what I can find.
I had left you with a couple of
Homework
options.
assignments?
Options, remember?
Yeah, and then we got to play on the TikToks.
yeah,
That was
and we
fun.
played on the
I
TikToks.
enjoyed that.
So,
And then
because
you had a story about getting scammed again or something.
well, we have because we have a guest coming up here in just a few minutes. And we're not gonna go too much over an hour today, just because we got to get on the road and all that fun stuff. But we're gonna get to our guest here in a few minutes. But I'm gonna give you
Lincoln
the
Potters
option.
baseball.
I'm gonna give
First
you
pitch,
the option.
Sonoma
Sonoma 605.
605. Okay.
I'll give you the option of these two things, and then we'll do our guest. But
Okay.
so I left you with options of: did you want to hear about the 10 Commandments
Oh yeah.
in Texas, or did you want to talk about the memorial of a squirrel?
Ooh.
What would you prefer?
Well, I do like squirrels, and Texas is always hilarious.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's not an easy choice.
It's not an easy choice.
But I mean,
I can't be sad today, so no squirrel sadness.
Okay, all right,
Okay, so
all
no
right.
squirrel sadness. So rest in peace, squirrel.
yeah, well,
Sammy.
No, we
whatever
will
you
talk
might be.
about it next week, but we'll
Okay,
just,
I'll make sure I'm prepared
we'll
and bring
just
my tissues.
yes,
and stuff.
bring your tissues and everything. So just really quickly in regards to the 10 Commandments in Texas, Texas passed a law. And I don't know if you saw this.
not.
That it is going to be required to have the 10 Commandments posted in every single classroom in Texas. Okay, all public schools will have to. It's a requirement.
Separation of church and state.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
not done, but yes, you're
Okay.
jumping the gun. But yes,
Sorry. Okay.
it's a requirement. Now,
Okay.
here's the thing.
And it's asinine anyway.
There's some laws that go along with it. So if you don't have one in your classroom, and somebody provides you with one, okay, first of all, the minimum size for your 10 Commandments
Oh, you gotta have big ones.
is got to be 16 by 20.
Damn.
Okay, so poster.
Damn.
So
Okay.
that's your minimum size.
Okay.
If your classroom does not have one, and somebody gifts you one,
Uh-huh.
you are required to accept it and put it up
Oh, damn.
immediately.
Damn.
If you refuse,
Uh-huh.
you will start incurring fines,
Oh, geez.
suspensions,
Oh, snap.
and even termination of your job. Yes. Texas, welcome into the 21st century, baby. Okay? So, do I have a problem with the Ten Commandments? No. Do you?
Not at all. There's some great things in there. I think all those things that are listed,
They're awesome.
they're great.
Yes.
I'm down with it.
Mm-hmm. Why in
We
school?
can still teach those principles without having to fucking post them under that.
Why not? Why does every single classroom have to have the 10 command? My biggest bone of contention of this is such. Over the last 20 years, the majority of schools in the country have gotten rid of the Pledge of Allegiance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And why? Because there was outrage. Okay? Absolute outrage. You're not making my child say the Pledge of Allegiance in school because guess what? We have to separate that stuff, okay?
Well, no. Well, no, we had to separate because of two words.
Yes.
Because of two words. And that actually started here in Elk Grove.
Yes, it did.
But
UG.
under God.
UG.
That was it. So, yeah. So no religion in school.
Yep. And so that went across the country, and most people started adopting that, right?
Yep.
Because of that issue.
Yep.
But yet, this is a statewide issue. This isn't like...
This is just the Catholics, man.
Yeah, this isn't Kings County or whatever. This isn't Dallas proper that we're talking about. We were talking about every school, public school, between grades K through 12 have to have a 16 by 20 at minimum size 10 Commandments. Okay? So, again, I don't have a problem with the 10 Commandments at all. Okay? But if you're going to make it mandatory to be on the wall in your classroom, then that's also, correct me if I'm wrong, that's something you have to teach to. It's in your classroom. You have to be able to explain it and teach it, right?
Gotta acknowledge it.
So do those same people that had the under God issue and got rid of the Pledge of Allegiance have the same issue with this?
I would imagine the dude in Elk Grove does.
The dude in Elk Grove does, but
he's in Elk Grove.
The people of Texas do not. Overwhelmingly passed.
Jesus.
Overwhelmingly
Sorry,
passed.
I used it in vain.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like, fine, go ahead. Because that's what they're essentially doing there, right?
I've already been ready for smoting as it is, so it's okay. Dude, it's... so many people want to go backwards, and I don't understand. It's not even, it's member berries and it's whatever. But I mean, okay, I get the principles, but you know what they ought to do? They ought to listen to the George Carlin bit where he breaks down the 10 Commandments and how he has it down to 2.
Yeah, well, see,
he narrows it down to 2, and it's super easy. And it's like, and those two things are basically be good to each other and
don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's Jim Jeffries. Is just don't be a
just
cunt.
Don't be an asshole.
Just
don't be a cunt.
Yeah. You know, and there you go. And that's easy. You know,
See you
and
next
that goes
Tuesday.
back to everything else we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in your
100%.
lane, stay out of your business. You know.
Yeah.
And okay, why is it that the 10 Commandments from Catholicism have to be the thing that's up? Why can't it be, the principles of Buddhism? Why can't it be the principles of Islam? Why can't it be the principles of Judaism? Why can't it be the principles of fucking Christian Scientology?
Why can't
it be anything else?
Yeah, why can't it be the ancestry Mayans? We're talking about Texas that I'm going to tell you right now, the Aztecs and Mayan civilizations, they trampled through that place.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been there.
So
why can't we talk about them?
Why don't we show and talk about that? The point that drives me nuts about this, it's not the fact that they want to put it in schools. It's really not, because school is a place to learn, and I'm all about learning. And so the more you add to it, the less you subtract from it, the better school becomes.
Absolutely.
Okay? So teaching about I have no problem teaching about the 10 Commandments in the situation in which is
relevant.
Exactly. It's non-political.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a relevant thing, not in every classroom.
Correct.
It can be relevant in a history class.
Absolutely.
It can be relevant in
an
a sociology
econ class
or whatever.
Yeah.
But not in fucking math.
So when you when you drop your kindergarten off
Not
for
in
the first day
science.
of school next year,
Chemistry is going to go over the 10 Commandments.
yeah, and you're a Buddhist in Texas, and you drop your kindergarten off for his first day of school next year,
Yeah.
the first thing you're going to see when you walk in that classroom door is the Ten Commandments.
No, it's like
It doesn't offend me, but does it offend that guy? Probably.
probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's this whole. I mean, I'm not going to use the term, but it starts with a W, and that's what they say. It's fine. It's wokeism. I'm not, and I'm not gonna ever go down that road. It's ridiculous.
You know, it's funny. Sarah
to
Silverman.
even say this shit.
Sarah Silverman said something about the Republicans and everybody against wokeism and all that.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, all I understand wokeism is just acknowledging that you could be better and that other people have struggles. So
That's a great.
So if
like-
you really want to be anti that, then you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
So like you can call it what you want. You're acknowledging that I don't know everything and other people have a lot of other information in life and they have their right to have it.
Yep.
And just because they have it and it's different than mine doesn't mean that it's wrong, and it doesn't mean they don't have the right to have it.
No.
It just means that theirs is different than mine, and so I'm going to think my way, they think their way, and you know what?
differences are okay.
And yeah, and you know what?
Did you know that?
I might learn something from that motherfucker that might be like, oh,
Mhm.
no shit.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to apply that to my life so my life is richer and better moving forward.
Without question, dude.
So-
like I said, it drives me nuts. I
call
know
it
it.
what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, just acknowledging that you're a human being and you could be better in every aspect of your life is not a bad thing. And wanting to be,
Real tough, right?
not just acknowledging it, but then just turning around and wanting to be.
Wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Wanting to be that person.
Yeah,
as
by
opposed to-
acknowledging that you don't know it all and you don't have it all right and you can learn something
Yep.
and you are willing to learn it, then hey.
Hey, we got something here.
Otherwise, you're just an asshole.
Hey, I'm
So-
walking here.
Yeah. Look at you in your shoes and your shirt.
You your shoes and your shirt. All right. Oh shit. We better. All right. I'm gonna do some.
We can call him off if we want to.
Well, no. I think maybe what we should do is just let's just fuck it. Let's just bring in the man. Bondi is here. He has shown up today to talk to us and tell us all that has been going on in his life. Bondi, talk to me.
Well, hello, Mr. Stone. It is so
Oh.
good to see you again, my friend.
Oh, don't forget about
Oh, my friend, I missed you very much, Mr. Toy. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh, Bondi, I love seeing you. It's always a good time whenever you're in my presence. Oh, Mr. Toy, you're so kind, so kind. Thank you very much, Mr. Stones. I appreciate it. I know you're up against your time. I remember from when I was working here in the very beginning of the days when
Yeah.
I remember listening to you reminisce today about the good times in the garage and where you'd keep me in the corner and you'd send me off.
We didn't mention the locker that we kept you in the corner.
But I had my own little office, you said. You said, Bondi, we have a very special office for you, and
Small.
we keep you right over there. And it started very small, but it fit just fine for you, Bondi. And I was able to make the most of that space.
Yes,
I
you did.
kept me a Slurpee in there, and then I was unfortunately I was doing the gambling thing, but we don't want to talk about the
Yeah,
World
no,
Cup.
no, listen.
we don't talk about those
Hey,
days
Bonnie,
anymore.
before we get into what's been going on with you, I do want you to know we're a real business now over here. We're legitimate. So if you can do us a favor, try not to give away names of your contacts for all your illegal shit. Okay?
No. Everything I do now is above board. you
No,
see, sir.
no, it is not.
Oh, no,
Bondi,
you see,
I've
Bondi-
no.
Did you remember the last time we talked? The last time we talked, I come back from being in Colombia, and I did the cocaine report, and I made the connection with the people. They said,
Yes,
you come back to
I do.
They say you come back to America.
Don't
you
leave out
do
the
thing.
part of you you getting to Columbia on the door.
Well, yeah, the currents,
floating
you
door.
see, it would, because of the climate change,
Yeah.
and the currents changed, and I got on the door.
Most-
Somebody, well, again, it was an accident. You see, I was down.
Accident?
Well, you see, I was on vacation down in Miami, and somebody said, James Bundy, you should go to an adventure. You see, and they said, here, sit on this door. You see, and they pushed me out into the ocean, and then all of a sudden, like many days later, you see, I pulled up in Colombia.
Did I hear this? So you were in Vegas when you got on the door?
No. I was in Miami.
Oh,
see.
okay,
I was in
okay.
Miami. You see, I was
So-
South Beach. But James Bundy doing it up nicely.
Okay.
Woo,
All right. Okay.
James Bundy.
Okay. All right.
Party time, James Bundy.
So you made it to Columbia.
And then remembering that I came across the hippos.
We had some issues there. Yes.
Right, I came across the hippos, but fortunately I knew how to deal with the hippo situation, and they had the cocaine, and there was the dude that liked to hunt the hippos, and he
Mm-hmm.
also liked the cocaine very much, and he had his daddy was a very powerful man, remember?
Yes. Pablo, I believe is.
No,
No?
Pablo, no, Pablo. Pablo been taken away by the FBI, the DIA,
Oh,
and
okay.
those people. They
Okay.
took care of the narco people
That's good.
many years ago.
Really?
That was many years. That was like 1980 something.
Damn.
There was no more Pablo, but Pablo had that. But remember, Pablo had the hippos.
That's
And the
right.
hippos,
Yeah, that's right.
Pablo, they were Pablo's hippos. You see, and the hippos, they liked Pablo's products, if you will. But he liked it. They fed on a very particular diet, you see.
Yeah. Cocoa
And
leaves.
the cocoa leaves, yes, but they liked it when they were most processed. They liked to breed it in. It was much easier for the cocoa. I remember there's a picture of them on the. I believe you have a picture of the cocaine hippo. Yeah.
Got a little bit.
A little bit of powder on the nose, yes, because he's breathing in too much and he got stuck on there. So.
Got it. That's so okay. All right. Well,
So
that's,
those hippos, remember, but I got rid of all the hippos.
Yeah.
I sold them to the guy, and he did the thing, and he brought a lot of the cocaine as well. I don't know why, but
it is what it is, right? Yeah.
But as the deal, remember, I came back to I was able to come back because his daddy said, "Do you come back, James Bond? Remember, you used to work for me at the casino. You did the bookmaking at the casino."
Yes.
And I went on tour doing my comedy. Remember my
Oh,
comedy
that's
routine?
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was opening for him on the comedy. The comedy, by the way, blowing up.
Blowing
They're
up.
Blowing up. It's been amazing for me. People everywhere, they love the James Bondy
Okay,
because
hold on.
he's got some phenomenal new jokes. He's
Perfect.
got some fantastic materials
Bondi,
and all those things.
I'm gonna ask you a favor then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you've got all this new material, give me a joke right now on the spot. I need a Bondi joke. Give it to me.
Okay, now what kind of doctor was Dr. Pepper?
I don't know what kind
He's
of
just
doctor.
a physician.
Oh my God, Bondi, this is working.
Brilliant material.
This
You
is
see what I'm
working.
saying?
Are you writing your own material?
I'm coming up with the material. I come up with the material. Sometimes it comes to me. Sometimes people say, "Hey, John Bundy, you should tell the joke. It's very good on
Okay.
my behalf." You know, somebody told me the other day about the king that was only 12 inches tall.
Yeah. What about him?
Yeah, he was a great ruler.
Oh my God, you are.
You see, he was a
you are-
very funny man.
You're
You see,
funnier than I thought.
So, but unfortunately,
Are you studying with Carlos Mencia also? That's
Uh,
I heard
Carlos-
he was helping you out a little
Carlos'
bit.
old friend, I call him Ned. Ned is his real name,
Ned?
you see. Ned is his real name, and I talked to Ned, and Ned said, "This is how you get the material, you see." He said, "You go out to the places, and you listen to material, and you say, 'Oh, that's
then you
funny
write it
joke,'
down.
and then you write the joke down, and then you come home, and then you put it in the order, and then you go and you say, 'Hello, my name is James Bundy. I have new jokes for you,' and then you tell the jokes that the people that before you they tell them only the good ones. You see, Yeah, that
Only
was
the good ones.
That was the thing that he told me that was very important. You must only take the good ones,
Mm-hmm.
because if you take just the okay ones, the people don't really care about you very much. So he
No.
said, take all the good ones,
Like me.
and then you just go along the way, and everybody says, 'Wait a second, I think I've heard that somewhere else before.' And he said, 'No, I tell that joke. That's me. I'm James Bondy. That's my joke. I tell it.' And it'd be very good, because how many people tell the joke about, I don't know, have you heard about the new zoo in town that only has
No.
one dog?
No, I have not.
There's just one dog in it.
One
yes,
dog.
it's a Shih Tzu. And you see what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Not many
Bondi.
people tell that joke, but for when James Bondy tell that joke, they say it's amazing. And other people say, "Well, wait a second, I think Dane Cook told that joke." And I say, "Oh, Dane Cook told that joke." Well, he stole it from James Bondy, because you see, James Bondy, notorious joke stealer.
Okay.
You see,
Okay.
so
All
he
right.
stole that
How
joke
long you
from
been doing this comedy thing now?
Well, I've been playing around in it for many, many, many years. You
Okay.
see, but it wasn't until I got to open for the man to go around in the country here
Yeah.
to tell the jokes, and the people would warm him up, and he come on, he'd sing the YMCA, and he do the thinging, and
Yeah,
dancing
yeah,
and
YMCA, that's a
and
good
he
one.
do all that sort of thing, and he did. I think he did Macho Man a couple of times too. But anyway,
Like Macho Man.
back in the bad times when I was originally.
We can't go back there. Right?
No, but
we can't go back there.
you mentioned an old friend of mine. Unfortunately, he
yeah.
passed away in the 80s. But that's where Randy and I got to know each other a little bit through my other friend that we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was able to take care of
Okay.
his hippopotamuses in the
Okay,
show.
all right.
But we don't talk about that. But my new boss, there, the guy that said, you come around, I take care of you, James Bundy, you know, I like you very much, you do the comedy, we have a good time. He said, you come stay with me anytime you want to, I'll give you a job around my place. He has a very nice property, you see.
Really?
So he says, Bundy, we'll give you a little house over here, you sleep over here. It's very nice, it's I think they call it Tough Shed.
Tough Shed.
Yes, it's
Excellent.
very, very nice. It's outfitted beautifully.
Sweet.
They call it mini house living, and I'm saying, what are you talking about mini house? The giant house. You should see where Bondi has lived in it many times before.
Oh, yeah.
So Bondi.
Now, is this local or I mean?
I stay in many places that he has.
That's what I thought.
But primarily I stay across the country near the Miami area, a little bit around the Florida, you know, and the gators, because they do pretty good around the swamp animals like the hippopotamuses and the gators.
Okay.
I don't like the snakes very much. That's where Toy and I get along very well. We don't like the
Yeah,
snake
yeah,
very much,
yeah.
but you know, we do like there's occasionally there's like velociraptors and things along those lines, and we get along with them just fine.
Excellent.
So Bundy
excellent.
said Bundy pretty good natured guy. So
You've really, I mean, Bonnie, I gotta say, I think you've done some serious changing.
well, I've
in
been
the
trying
last
to
few
grow.
years.
You see, I've
Yeah.
been trying to grow. So but then the guy says, hey, Bundy, I got a job for you. And I said, okay. And he says, what I need you to do is I need you to take care of my pool. And I said, oh, you need
Yeah.
Bundy be pool guy. Oh, Bundy
yeah.
be pool guy. I've seen movies that start with Bundy being pool guy.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
you.
very excited. Bundy was saying, oh, I'm going to be pool guy.
Eyes
I'm
got
going to be the
big.
thing. But unfortunately, nobody came to. He really wanted me to take care of the pool. So I was like, where's the pizza delivery girl and the thing that
Yeah.
you know? I've
I
seen
ordered
the movies.
extra sausage.
Right, I've seen the movies, and they
Yeah.
say no, Bundy, I need you to take care of the pool. There's a problem with the pool. You see, I think somebody took the dookie in the pool. We need to drain the pool. You
Okay.
see, so Bundy had to drain the pool, but when Bundy doesn't know how to do the pool draining, so he drained the pool, but apparently it all went in the room when they had all the computers.
Oh, the server room.
That's what they called it. I thought it was. I
Yes.
thought it was an area when
You
they
thought
said
it was the service room.
Well, no, I thought when they said the servers room, you see, I thought that's where the waiters come through.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
you know, I
yeah.
figured in the kitchen they have a drain.
And they're
you know, I
hot,
put
so
the,
water, no big
right, I
deal.
put the drain. I figured in the kitchen they have the drain, right? So I put the water in the server's room
drain down
where it drained it, and the water go away,
Yeah.
and then no problem.
No problem.
So the Bundy got in very big trouble apparently. So.
Okay, so are you
So-
still waiting to find out what's going to happen?
Well, kind of, yes.
Okay.
Because, you see, then he said, you know what, Bundy, that was very good job, but just in case anybody want to ask you what happened, you should probably not be here. So
Mm-hmm. Oh,
he
smart,
said,
smart.
he put me on the plane, and he said, you go, Bundy, you have nice vacation again. Now, this was the best vacation I've ever had, because if you remember my previous vacation, I had a back put on my head, and I was taking places, and
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know what happened to the Bundy. This time, I was able to wear, you like my new sunglasses, by
I
the way?
do, I do. You look
wear-
really
you'll
sharp
Check
in
these
them.
things out. They're
Yeah.
nice sunglasses.
You're
So,
very sharp.
They're very nice.
Very,
very
sharp
nice
sunglasses.
sunglasses. So they, yeah, Bonnie, they're dope, man. Good job. So yeah, thank you very much, Toy. So the
losing my shit here. Bonnie, get it together. I got questions I got to ask you before, because remember, we're not going to go too much longer.
Well, no, I got to, but so I just wanted to get you involved in my newest adventure. You see, through my guy. So Bundy said, okay, well, while you're on vacation, if you feel like doing anything, see if you can come up with a new financial thing. So he said, so I said, okay, I think if we put your face on money,
yeah,
and we give it to the people. If we say you turn this into the bank, you make many, much more money.
But that doesn't make sense. How?
We change the money, you see.
You change the money.
Yes, you see. I give you give me money.
Like dollar bills.
Yeah, you give me the dollar bill, y'all.
Okay.
And then I go see. I picked that up from my
dollar bill, y'all.
Dollar bill.
Do you play a lot of video games?
I play occasionally, you see, and I'm starting to work on my rap game as well. I was gonna say, James Bondi coming in here, because I am big and fuzzy.
See,
See, I'm working on my things here, and I got some new shades and a fat leather jacket. If you haven't known, I'm gonna go whack it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that flow off the top? Was that flow off the top?
Yeah, I think I need a clock.
You do. Bonnie, here, I'm going to pat you on the back there.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Tund. I appreciate that. So I work on my rhymes a little bit more because I've been focusing on the comedy, you see.
Obviously. It's good. I
do appreciate that very much.
All right, listen, I'm going to...
Oh, but speaking of the hippos, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
I don't know.
You see, a hippo is very, very, very heavy, but a zippo is just a little lighter.
Oh, God.
You see that?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna ask you. Hold for a second, okay? I gotta do something I never thought I'd do. I'm gonna apologize to Bondi right now.
Oh no, Mr. Tony, no need for apologies.
I've been rough on you. I honestly, I'll be honest. I was hoping you were dead.
I understand, sir.
It was just I couldn't live like this much longer with the way things were going between you and I.
Yes, I understand, sir.
And but I will say this: you've done a complete 180. I mean, you are actually trying to be a normal human being.
Well, I appreciate that very much,
it's amazing.
Mr. I very much. Well, I must attribute much to you, sir, because I know you did not believe in the Bondi. I know you do not like the Bondi. I know the Bondi has caused much troubles in your marriage.
That's the worst part.
Because Mrs. Stone's very not much like James Bondi, even though James Bondi very much loves Mrs. Stone, thinks she's an amazing woman, and he wants to make her happy and enjoyable, but she did not. No, she did not like James Bondi. She's very mad at James Bondi.
Yeah, and
I understand. I understand.
Things may change.
Man,
because
I hope so.
I'm seeing changes.
Well,
but
I appreciate that.
I don't know, man.
Mrs. Stone, she's a tough nut to crack, So she's
yeah, and when you say stuff like that, it's probably gonna be worse.
Well, she's mean as snake. That's what I know.
Okay.
She could be mean as snake.
No, I'll edit this part out.
So then, anyway, but Mrs. Stone's very, very, very wonderful woman.
Well,
but you did good, sir.
Right. Thank you.
You did very good, sir. So
if I have to get rid of you, it's because of her. You realize that, right?
Oh, that is very kind. I understand where you have to. I understand what you have to do, sir. But I must say that you be very hard on James Bond. You say, James Bond, you could do. No, James Bond. You no do that. That's very bad, James Bond. You do not get this Slurpee. You do not get rewarded when you do behaviors like that. And then James Bond finally said, okay, well, if I do that, and if I don't do that, and I do this instead, then maybe I get the Slurpee. And I keep thinking like that, and I keep thinking of Mr. Stone saying, no, James Bond, you very bad James Bondy, very bad James Bondy.
The fact that you're even keeping those words in your head makes me happy. It makes me happy enough to say, welcome back, Mr. Bondi.
Well, thank you very much, son.
I'd like to have you on.
Appreciate being here.
I'd like to have you on if we can continue this kind kind of contribution.
I will do what I can, sir. I will try to do what I can. I don't know because now apparently people found out about the swimming pool incident and they went to talk to the James Bondi and they say, James Bondi, what happened there?
Well,
and I don't know what happened. I don't remember. I just know that that's what the waiters are.
Well, I'm praying that you don't get locked up for. Let's see what happens. They're gonna have a conversation with you. I mean, for all you know, they just want to talk. Right?
That's what the people in the van said.
So, well, yeah, and you had a bad experience. Listen, if you do
took
this,
my bicycle away from me.
If you do
and
this,
they put me in the van.
If I promise you this, if
We're
you
not a pleasant vacation.
talk to them,
I
will make sure.
It
I will
was too
make
much
sure
pain.
you are not taken somewhere you're not supposed to. This.
Oh, I appreciate that very much, Mr.
I will do
Stones.
that.
Yes, because that was too much pain. You see,
Chris, what do you think about? I mean,
I think we can shelter him.
You think we
I
can
think
shelter
we
him?
can I think we can handle taking him in. We'll find a place for him.
Okay. All right. Well,
I mean, he's got connects, so we can always make
Yeah.
some calls.
Yeah.
So there's a way. But thank you very much, Mr. Tony. I appreciate your assistance as well. You know I love you like a brother from another mother, you see. And that's why I'm always trying to represent the his up and the R&B flavor. Dude, you're the man. Oh, no, you the man. You the man. I just visited, you the man. Oh, Bondi, you're just such a sweetheart. Anyway, you are, and I did love to see it when you are around. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, my, and it...
Bondi, it's been an absolute blast having you in. Okay, it's been an absolute blast. We're gonna have to wrap up our show, so we're gonna have to say goodbye to Bondi. But
Bondi, let me give hugs.
I'll make sure that we bring you back. Okay, buddy? Are you good with that?
Oh, very much so.
I'll maybe give you a 5-minute segment every time
I
we do.
appreciate it. I will work on my next right five. Or what would
Tight
you call it?
five.
Tight five.
Yeah.
Five. Yes, I still need to learn the lingo. I'm working on the language. I'm trying to learn the lingo. Right now, I focus on the jokes, you see.
Yeah, jokes first, lingo second.
Jokes first, lingo second. That is very correct. Did I tell you about, I just noticed that you have the Shohei Ohtani jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good baseball player. You know, I went to a baseball game. I was looking at baseball.
Yeah?
And it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I did not know why. I said, why did it get bigger, James Bondi? And then it hit me.
Bondi, walk off the stage. Thanks for coming in. We will talk to you next week, Bondi, all right?
I look forward to it,
Get
sir.
the fuck out of here.
Isn't he great?
I mean, he's
I
changed.
told you he's made some progress in
He's
life.
changed. I mean, I'm with bated breath accepting him back into the fold.
I appreciate that. Keep it
And-
tenuous, though, because
yes.
we still know what he's up to.
And that's the thing is that if he's still hanging in Miami, bro, that's the one downside to this whole thing is if he's still hanging in Miami, I'm not sure how much I could trust him. Do you
I
understand?
forgot. Oh, I'm with you. I forgot to ask him if he's hanging out with A-Rod, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll have him back
Or
next
Jeter.
Tuesday. We'll have him back next Tuesday. We'll bring him on for a few minutes.
All right, we'll see if we can get him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just going to...
We don't want to too much him, though.
No,
You
we
know
don't
what I'm
want
saying?
too much of him. You know what I mean? And plus, you know, you give him an inch, he takes a mile. So
That's what he does.
I don't know if he's learned that lesson yet or not. But I mean,
That's how he ended up on a door.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But at any rate, I mean, it was nice to have Bondi back, and I think I think it'll be fun to talk to him, see what he's up to.
Yeah,
as long as he's staying in good trouble, not
We'll
bad
see
trouble.
we'll see what he's up to.
Yeah.
So
at any rate, you have anything else you wanted to break on air or anything like that? You know?
No, there was just that one thing that keeps popping into mind is me being called old. So, but that's all good. That's some other time.
I mean, but if you're upset about being called old, think about how I feel. I'm younger, and I'm being called old. In fact, I'm the old cool guy, according to my beer man.
Word.
I'm the old cool guy.
You are an old cool guy.
And I don't
That's
think I
better
look
than
that
being
old.
a creepy old man.
Well, but that's just because you show up at parks when you shouldn't be all by yourself watching sports by yourself.
What am I supposed to do, man? I
Kinda-
like sports.
Kind of creepy.
I like sports.
Don't be so fucking creepy, Chris. All right, fellas and ladies out there.
Ladies and germs.
We will do our best
Stoners and toy soldiers.
to return next Tuesday around the same time. I think we can
Indeed.
do that. Right?
And make sure that you tune in for all of your Potters baseball this week.
That's right.
Not just tonight on the road against Sonoma in Sonoma.
Yes, sir.
Featuring
Sonoma Stompers.
Stones McCoy
So
on the call.
We're going Stompers away, Stompers at home, Stompers away, and then we are home and then away again. So get on that schedule, LincolnPotters.com. Get
Absolutely.
your tickets. Come on out and
Potter
see us.
up.
And for that, Toy, good
Stones.
show. Love you, brother.
Absolutely. Love you too.
And
Mr.
we'll-
Bondi, it's good to see you as well, my friend.
And we will see you next week. Peace.
Mwah. Deuces.